fateful day, Trayvon Martin was actually coming here. He's coming to watch basketball with you. Is that right?
Yes. He was a good brother. He was nice. He was cool. And he was nice to hang around with.
Trayvon Martin was staying with his father, Tracy Martin, Tracy's girlfriend, Brandy Green, and her 14-year-old son, Chad, at Brandy's townhouse in Sanford, Florida, the weekend of February 26th. Trayvon, who had just turned 17 a month earlier, was like a big brother to Chad. They were about to watch the NBA All-Star game together.
He was bored and he wanted to go to the store. He wanted something to snack on.
What did he say to you?
He asked me what I wanted.
What'd you want?
The Skittles.
So he was getting you Skittles?
Yes.
Tracy, the dad, and Brandy had gone out to dinner in downtown Orlando.
Tell me about this community. Is it a high crime community? Is it something that you would have to be concerned about, the boys going outside?
No, not at all. I've been here for 4 years and never heard of any crime or anything going on.
Ironically, Brandy moved here from downtown Orlando to provide a safer environment for her 14-year-old son. Trayvon was visiting at his dad's insistence to get him away from Miami after a third suspension from school, this time for possession of a bag with traces of marijuana.
It was a quiet neighborhood, peaceful. That's why I moved here.
Now, apparently, Zimmerman told police that the reason he was out on patrol was because there had been a rash of thefts in this community. Did you hear about that?
I haven't heard anything about that. No knowledge of that.
So you don't believe that?
No, I don't.
28-year-old George Zimmerman, a zealous neighborhood watch captain who pestered police with a rash of 911 calls, frequently complained of children, quote, habitually playing in the street. In 4 of 6 calls released, Zimmerman describes as suspicious young black men.
It was a rainy day just like today when George Zimmerman spotted Trayvon Martin walking through this townhouse complex. And when it was right at this intersection that George Zimmerman followed Trayvon along this path that he says was going behind people's property.
The sidewalks are behind the buildings. That's the walk area where, you can walk and they walk their dogs and that stuff. But it's no sidewalks around the front for you to walk on the sidewalk. So you have no other place to walk but in the grass.
It was 7:15 on February 26th when George Zimmerman called 911 reporting a suspicious person walking behind people's property. But as you can see, this is a public walkway which leads to Tracy Martin's girlfriend's apartment right here.
911, do you need police, fire, medical?
Maybe both. I'm not sure. There's just someone screaming outside.
You don't know why?
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick. Say, ah.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
I feel very guilty about it just because, as a mother, you want to protect your child. And I have always protected mine and anybody else's child that I ever kept that came into my home. And for me not to be able to protect Trayvon at that time, and it happened here where I live, it's heartbreaking. And even though he's not my son, he was like a son to me. I spoke with him all the time. I talked to him. We had a good bond. We did. I fell in love with him the first time I met him.
What do you think could be learned by Trayvon's death?
Not to be racist.
Not to judge everyone by what they look like?
Yes.
Tell me about the impact on your son.
He just don't know why it happened, and why are they saying all these things about Trayvon when that's not who he was. That's not the person that he knows. That's not the person that I know. So he's just confused as well as I am.